All right, babe. This is round 2.
Round 2, I'm ready. Let's go.
You got your liquid courage in?
I do, and I also have new little earbuds.
Oh, yeah, because you didn't like the headphones on your head.
I hated them.
I'm
not a headphone person.
Fully comfortable in order just to laugh at jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's trippy. Back for more laughs, man. You already know what's going down here today. Got my lady in the house with me one more time. Got her liquid courage in her, so we should be cool. Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I am, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back at you again today for another reaction video. And like I said, got my lady in the house, Brandi P. Say what's up to everybody.
Hi.
Yes, man. She's trying to work up the nerve to keep doing this with me on a regular basis.
I'm trying.
Yeah, she's already in her
Getting
feelings.
there.
Already in her feelings. We've had to do a couple things over, but it don't matter.
But
We
if
in the
you
building.
retakes and he got really mad.
I didn't get really mad.
Yes, he got mad.
I got a little frustrated, but okay, we here. Well, this past Valentine's Day, y'all, we went to Tacoma Comedy Club and had a fun night out and watched some comedy. Saw a few comedians. I forgot what all of their names were. But the headliner of the evening is the dude that we're getting to today. We're going to get into some Andrew Rivers, all right? Now, some say it's Andrew J. Rivers, but I'll just go by what it says on the video. It said Andrew Rivers, so
Yeah.
we'll just say it like that.
Yep.
But when we saw him at the Tacoma Comedy Club, and he was hella funny.
It was really funny.
You know, he said he's local now. He lives in Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that kind of surprised me a little bit.
I didn't know that.
And I didn't even realize that we had seen him before because he opens for Christopher Titus a lot. And I think that the reason why I didn't recognize him is because he has short hair at the time. So that might have been, whatever. But you know what? We saw him. He was funny as hell. And,
He was really funny.
Yeah, he was. And he had a couple Tacoma jokes that actually kind of reeled me in a little bit, which was really cool.
Few.
But he's actually bringing the city into his jokes, so he's really good. So he's a headliner.
But everybody was good. All, 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, I forgot one dude.
Well, there was the host.
Yeah, I
and
forgot
then there
his
was
name.
2 other dudes. And they were all really good.
Yeah. And of course, as you can see here, I got this shirt from the show. It's a little dog. He's blazed out of his mind. His name is Xanax.
It's a Xanax, right?
Yeah, emotional support little dog. And it's
Xanax pills.
Yeah, it's got a bowl full of pills. So the show was just awesome, man. And we had to get something from there to commemorate it a little bit. But yeah, man, we're yapping on a little bit too much here. The title of this one is going to be Billboard Pop Star.
He did not do this one, though, when we went to see him.
I didn't hear him talk about billboards.
I didn't either.
I don't know. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't remember that, though.
Yeah.
But the title sounds a little appealing. We went on his page and just randomly picked from one that sounds cool. And because she really loved Andrew Rivers, he was really funny. It was her idea to go see him in the first place.
Yep.
And I enjoyed it. I didn't know if I would or not, but definitely not disappointed. All the build-up that led to him, it was awesome as hell.
Well, I kept seeing reels on him on Facebook. Just one after another. Remember, I kept looking at it and I was like, oh, he looks so funny.
So if you watch one, they'll keep feeding you more and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
so he was really funny.
But yeah, so I'm going to see how funny this clip is. So you ready to get to it? All right, let's go. Andrew Rivers with Billboard Pop Star. And if you like this reaction, please hit the like button for me one time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and leave a nice comment for you, boy. Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or request, and throw a couple jabs, jokes, and zingers at me. Friendly dialogue, no drama here. All right? You guys know the deal with that one. She don't like drama
I
either,
hate drama.
Man. Yeah. If there's any drama in our lives, man, it gets pretty loud and hectic up in here. But we ain't there, right? We're happy.
Yeah.
Yes, we are happy. So, yeah, the last video, she was laughing and giggling because she left her headphones on too long. I started with them on, so it really don't matter to me. We're being as goofy as we want to be. So, yes, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready, babe.
Andrew Rivers with Billboard Pop Star right here on Eddie B TV. Welcome back, Miss Brandi P, to the show. Let's have some fun. All right, you ready for this one? Here we go.
All right, are you guys ready for your headliner?
Yeah.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I feel like we can do better. Are you ready for your headliner? Hell yeah. He has 2 YouTube specials with millions of views. You might have seen him on a fucking billboard on 6th and Union. Make some noise for Andrew Rivers.
Yeah. You live pretty close by 6th Ave.
Hey, where a round of applause for everybody you've seen tonight on the show so far. Cool.
You didn't see them, but I'll applaud them.
Yeah, I get it. They don't deserve much. They're not on a billboard. Did you guys see the billboard yet?
Yeah.
This one guy's like, yeah, it's cool. It's not a big of a deal. It's pretty cool. I never thought I'd see my face on a billboard that didn't say missing.
Oh,
so that's pretty fun.
Damn, please.
I'm finally as famous as Vern Fong. I made it.
Remember Vern Fong?
He knows about Vern Fong and shit.
My friends have been calling me all week. They're like, dude, congrats on the billboard. That's fucking awesome. Also, I got a couple DUIs. Can you, like, help me? And I was like, oh, no.
For real.
I'm not a lawyer, actually. Although, if you're calling a billboard for legal advice, it is my professional opinion that you are fucked. It's not gonna end well.
Yeah. It feels like
I wish I was a lawyer. It's pretty cool. Hey, no job, no credit, no problem. But I already used that slogan on my dating profile. So, trying to drum up some business.
Exactly.
Coincidentally, a lot of the women I date are just like personal injury lawyers because they don't get paid unless I score big.
That's a good line.
They're hookers, is the joke. Come on, guys. I'll explain it. Come on, let's go.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it's cool to be on the billboard. I decided to wait underneath it until somebody recognized me.
Really?
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Boy, that took a while. Pretty humbling. Here's what I learned standing here at the billboard. Nobody looks at billboards anymore. Because nobody is even looking at the road. Everybody is staring at their phone, they're texting and driving. No one's paying attention to anything. I was underneath the billboard for like an hour, and no one even honked at me. I was like, I think I need sunscreen. Finally, a very nice gentleman stopped. He was like, are you okay? You look thirsty. I was like, yeah, it's hot, man. Leave me alone. Then he offered me a blowjob for a couple bucks.
Oh, God.
So...
It's Tacoma.
Yeah.
Luckily, the billboard is right next to a CVS, so I was able to buy a Gatorade afterwards.
Oh, man.
I was thirsty.
You're a fool for that, man.
And I got a blowjob, so it's a really win-win situation, yeah. It's great to be here, grand opening, Tacoma Comedy Club. Give them a round of applause, hell yeah.
It's the one on 6.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but 13 years ago, I performed at the grand opening of their first location.
Yeah, he was
And so, yeah,
So they do perform at both.
I'm a big deal, and so they called me to perform at the grand opening of this, which is such a huge honor, and 13 years later, still in Tacoma, like it's going well.
Ouch! That's real.
We'll give them the Sunday night, it's not. Canceled my arena dates to be here, but no, it's a huge honor, and as much of an honor as it is to perform on the grand opening. My favorite weekend to perform at a comedy club is the second weekend, or the third, or just any weekend where they figured shit out enough, when they know where the button for the lights is.
How we doing, Tacoma? In the dark, you all sound like ghosts when you do that. I fucking love it.
Oh, okay.
This is great. Give it up for the lights.
Oh my God.
Or they know how the microphone works, right?
Oh, that guy was he one of them? No.
Come to the grand opening? What the fuck is wrong with you? Do you like having sex with virgins too? Like, no, it's not. We're in a virgin comedy club. Yeah, it's pretty hot. It never goes well the first time. People are screaming and crying and there's blood everywhere. It's not gonna call me. Call me when you've been chuckle fucked a little bit,
God.
just
Damn.
give me some.
like
Call me
him.
when you've been a whore. I just want a little experience underneath the films.
Little,
if you know what
just
I mean.
a little.
No, I love the club. They're great people, and one of my favorite things is the decoration. I've never studied interior design or anything, but I've had a finger in my ass. So I will tell you, it's so cool how they set everything up. Like when you walk in, there are jokes on the wall. So even in the lobby, you're laughing subliminally before you get in, and then you come in here, and then there's just, photos of great comedians, and so you know, if you make the walls of a comedy club, that's a huge honor. It's a little sad if you're in here because you're dead, but yeah, I don't know if any. One person shouted it out. Yeah, all these people are dead, so that's disturbing. Just George Carlin staring at me in the corner like, what has comedy become? You know?
George.
That's actually his punishment for sinning
Robin
against
Williams?
God.
I think that is.
He's trapped in the walls of a comedy club in Tacoma, Washington.
Let's see. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's the end of it.
Okay.
That's the end of it. All right.
See, we really didn't even watch any of this. We didn't even know what it was.
Oh man, like I swear, just to hear
I wish it was more, but
a comedian who is actually local to Washington State talk about Tacoma a little bit is actually kind of like just refreshing on the fact that, you know, the geography version of the stand-up. We're
especially
from here.
saying 6th Ave because that's literally where we drive every day.
Every single day.
Yeah.
I drive there to get to work every day. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yep.
But obviously there was a lot more to this. There's probably more clips because this is probably a whole special that he was probably doing. Like not an actual special, but just like an appearance at a club.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll probably get to more clips from this one, man.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
I want to play more. He was funny.
Okay, yeah. We'll get into it then. All right, y'all. That was Andrew Rivers with Billboard Pop Star. Now, I got to be real. If you were ever on a billboard for anything, it could be for your business, it could be for anything. If people aren't noticing and showing up just based on the fact that there's a giant picture of you on a busy street, then people, y'all really need to get off them damn phones. Man. I'm not lying.
But it's true though. How often do we look up at billboards anymore?
I look at them all the time.
Do you? See, I don't. I mean, sometimes I do, but not often.
I mean, I don't mean to brag a little bit, but I'm an old school cat. You know what I mean? I don't stare at my phone so hardcore like that.
He hates phones.
You know, I use them for what they're supposed to be used for. And that's it.
Yeah.
If I got to do anything extra, man, I feel like killing myself right there. It's like, oh, I'm supposed to go. I am on my way to your house. I'm on my way to your house. That's just too easy. I don't expect anybody to understand.
Yeah.
She's deep into it, man. She could probably just have like a whole press conference on her phone. I'm serious. But yeah, man, like the fact that there was a billboard up and like nobody really, because you're trying to sell tickets.
Where was it at? 6th and
Union.
Oh. Yeah, that's right there at the light.
6th
like
and
right
Union
there.
is not no like slouch of a place, man. It's a pretty busy street, you know. So if people aren't noticing, even if there was traffic out there, you'd be like, just oh yeah, who's this dude? Okay, if I have time, I might go see him.
Yeah.
Nah, man, he had to stand in front of the billboard.
He was really funny. He was really good. I think he's gonna be somebody someday. I think he's like there. He's ready.
He's headlining right now,
he's
even
ready.
if it's like just the Tacoma Comedy Club. I know we're not like the best comedy club out there.
No, it's Tacoma. We're a small town compared to a lot of cities.
We're like one of the largest ones in Washington, but still, it's like it's not Seattle.
Not LA.
Yeah. Oh, I was about to say Seattle. How can you?
LA.
Man, she's
I'm
a
an LA
California
girl.
rat. She'll wear Dodger stuff and New York Yankees hats, man. I want to. Whoa. Okay, that's a whole different issue.
He won't let me.
I don't even want to talk about that.
But I am a baseball cap girl. You will see me wearing these.
So I'm like, you better be rocking Mariners up in this house, man. If I see Dodgers, you better be kicking it with your homegirls or something.
I got a couple.
Yeah, I know, man. I don't want to, I don't want to talk about it. But what else was he talking about in this one, man? That was kind of funny. It was like, oh, man. The fact that there are, like, the pictures on the wall, like the ones that we went to. Mm-hmm. This one is on 6th Ave. The one we went to was downtown Tacoma on Market Street. If you want to look up geography for any random reason.
Yeah.
But it's like you walk in, there is some pictures of comedians in there. There's one, Patrice O'Neal got one, George Carlin got one. I think
There's Joan Rivers.
I think I even saw Bill Hicks in there too.
Yep.
So, yeah, man, just to be a comedian.
But I wonder if they've been there or if they just have them on the wall just to have them.
You
but
know
I wonder
what?
if George really played there.
I gotta find that out because as much as these comedians tour, you know what I mean? You figure they'd run into a few little, you know, not so big comedy places, you know. I don't know if, I think George has been to Washington State before for sure. I just don't know exactly where he ever performed. I wish I could have seen him perform, man, but it was just like at a time where I was not really going to comedy shows. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
But I want to be on a billboard one day. I might have to stand in front of it too, just screaming at people. Do you see my face? Yeah. Support me, man. I got a billboard. But you know what, though? It's messed up because he was like, for real, I don't want to do anything for the first time, like, you know, the grand opening of that particular one. Because, yeah, you got to figure some stuff out, man. I want to go through all the troubleshooting before we have a crowd full of people, you know what I mean? Because lights weren't working, mics weren't working, I'd be a little frustrated. Especially if it happened in the middle of my set.
Yeah.
You know, that was.
I didn't realize that the 6th Ave location actually had people. I thought it was more for like what do they call it? Like the mic night or the
open mics.
Open, yeah.
I mean, I probably would have figured that too. I didn't realize they opened another location either. You know.
I don't know why, but they did.
Yeah. Hey.
So I guess they're busy enough.
Yeah. Expanding. Are we Tacoma Comedy Club? I support you no matter what. I mean, we've gone to see Titus there twice, and I've done an open mic there a couple of times before in the past. Small audiences, so I didn't really get to, you know, show off my stuff really. But and now we went to go see Andrew Rivers. So this one was actually pretty funny, you know. It was a short one, you know. We're getting into it kind of like we're about to ready to watch another special from him, and then it just kind of cut off suddenly. But it's still a funny dude, man. I like his energy on stage. I don't know if I should like bite one of his jokes and tell one of his jokes. Should I do it?
Yeah, tell the one that you love.
The one that I liked, and shout out to you, Andrew Rivers, man. If you ever see this, man, I just know that I appreciate what you did, you know, because I love when the comedians talk about the cities that they're in, you know what I mean? Like throwing a little joke. Doug Stanhope did that when he was in Seattle. He was talking about Renton, you know, and stuff like that.
It's always nice to hear them give a shout out to our cities.
Especially if they could qualify it with a legit joke. But here's the joke. He was talking about how, and I'm paraphrasing a little bit here. I might not have it completely correct. But he was talking about how it's interesting how a hospital is right on Martin Luther King Way. So that way you don't have to go too far because of all the violence that happens on Martin Luther King Way. And I'm just thinking, like, are there any other places in the country that have a hospital on MLK? Because if there is, then it wouldn't be such a unique joke, but it's still funny.
Well, MLK, almost every city has an MLK.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, almost every city that has that MLK, it's a bad street. It's usually considered like a dangerous area or somewhere you don't want to go.
That was a Chris Rock joke. He was just talking about, you know how Martin Luther King stood for nonviolence, but yet every Martin Luther King street, there's some violence going on.
It is though.
That's
like
so
it
messed
is.
up. That is so messed up because Hilltop, that's where usually MLK hits you on Hilltop here in Tacoma. And it's where a lot of stuff used to go down. I don't know how it is now, but, you know.
But that was funny because that's true.
Yeah. It's just like.
That's what
boom, boom, boom.
Our
right
MLK
there.
is known for the hospital.
Yeah. And they go, woo, woo, woo. We're right there. We're already on the street.
Yeah.
But, yeah, very funny clip, man. And I can't wait to get to more from him. Obviously, anyone that I do from him, I want you to be with me.
Okay.
But, you know, if she's busy that day, I might have to hold off and wait on it, man, because I don't want to do this alone.
I'll do it.
Okay, yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right there, y'all. One more time. Andrew Rivers with Billboard Pop Star. And if you like that reaction, please hit the like button for me one more time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and of course, as always, leave a nice comment for you, boy, if you please. Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or request, and throw a couple jabs, jokes, and zingers at me. Friendly dialogue, no drama here, all right? Please and thank you for always remembering. So yeah, it's going to be Eddie B TV, wrapping this one up one more again. My lady Brandi P joined me for another one. Hopefully we're going to make this a normal thing.
We will.
Yes.
I'm getting there.
My man C-Dab, the CEO, has been coming over a lot lately and making some with me. Hopefully that continues to go on too. Hopefully I got some more family that'll show up for us and just give you a little bit of a preview of what my family life was probably like just by people that show up for me, you know? Yeah. There's a lot of twisted stuff going on, man, and I got stories, man, and they will come out eventually.
Yeah, stories.
So, yeah, man, this one was great, and like I said, can't wait to get to another one, and until next reaction, love and appreciate y'all. Peace.
Bye.